This is Matthew DiBernardi, uh, the host of this podcast. And I didn't post last week. Life wasn't really feeling me. I wasn't really feeling life. I was just very sad last week. But that happens. That happens to us all. I'm young, only about to be 23. And I know that's just a common thing for someone my age. But recently, these past couple of years, I've been just very confused on what I want life to be and what life is, but that's just a whole part of growing up, I believe. Everyone goes through it. Everyone handles it differently, I feel. Me personally, I've been very afraid of taking steps ever since I really became 18 and graduated. For some reason, it just has always scared me. It made me fearful for what is to come. I hate living in uncertainties, and that's been a big problem, but I'm definitely getting over that. I definitely know more and more each day of what I want life to be like, and I feel I'm working towards that life every day. Me personally, I don't really want life to be about money or who I can impress, which that's another thing that I've been working a lot on, is just reminding myself that, especially where I am, many people are going to be impressed of what I do. Not everyone's going to be impressed by cuts and silhouettes and personal style and stuff like that, which is fine. I just have to push through it, keep doing me, and eventually it will all work out. But life to me is more so just, personally, it's just about making it a more beautiful place, because it'll never be a better place. At least not one person, I believe, can make this world a better place, but they can make it a more beautiful place and inspire the world to move towards a more beautiful place. Someone who's very influential when it comes to creating and stuff like that. But that's really what life is about. For me, it's about creating. It's about making something beautiful. It's about treating people right. It's about being kind. It's about doing what you love to do. It's about making your ideas come to life and pursuing the things in life that make you happy. And also, I feel life is just, it's about the little things as well. Rewarding yourself for the little things, experiencing little things. Experiences is a very big thing in life, I believe. Experiences shape who you are as a human. They give you new outlooks on life. They allow your mind to be open up to new ideas, new possibilities that you never thought were possible before. Experiences, they just bring on new meaning to life, I think. Experiences can range anything from trying a new ice cream flavor to traveling across the world to a country you've always wanted to go to, or maybe a new city that's only 2 hours away that you've always wanted to visit. Um, that's what life is all about, doing those things that you love and enjoy, and allowing experiences to shape you and create this entity, this soul that has its own unique story to tell. I feel that if you weren't able to fill a book with your stories and experiences by the time that you die, that you didn't really live life. Yeah, at this age, at 23, just figuring out what life should be and what you want your path to be. It's very, very difficult. It's very nerve-wracking. Makes me very, like I said earlier, just scared. But the older I get, the clearer it becomes. And there's been a few different paths I've wanted to try to pursue in this next year. And it's been very difficult these past few years because I've had to learn what I wanted on my own, and I've had to teach myself that at the end of the day, it's only going to be me, and or it could only be me, and I have to be prepared for that if the case is. But a few things that I've been thinking of, like definitely at the top of my list, I want to go move to New York City. That would be my number one choice. I feel such a calling to there. I want to go there so badly. I feel like I would learn so much. I would have access to so much more. I would have people to model. I would have fabric stores that actually sell decent fabric and all sorts of fabric instead of just stupid Joann's. That is unfortunately my only way to get fabric that's not online. I want to experience big city life because the closest I've been is Chicago, and I absolutely loved it. I know that cities like that really chew you up and spit you out, but I feel that I can make it there. I can be successful. It's just taking that jump, which I know I need to. Another thought that I want is I want to move to Japan. Japan, I just have always felt so influenced by, but that would only have to be a visit. I wouldn't want to move there, couldn't move there, but I want to take some time to do that, or I want to take some time and backpack around Europe and really just truly learn about myself and my interests and who I am, and that, the more I think about it, might be the better choice as the artist, as the person, rather than New York, which is for strictly clothes and stuff like that. But those are just some ideas that I have for me in my life. Life makes me excited for the future, but sometimes I really dread the present, and I really need to change that. I need to enjoy everything that's going on right now, because someday, if everything goes according to plan, my lifestyle is going to be very different from this Midwest, small town, grocery store income lifestyle. Picture my life of just creating what I want, making films, making clothes, doing runway shows, styling people, just all stuff that I enjoy. And as long as I can make ends meet and do all the things that I want, I don't care about saving or having a bunch of money or anything like that. I just want to live comfortably. I don't want to care about what I order off the menu when I go out to eat, or that if I'll have enough money for next month's rent. I just want to live comfortably and create like a David Lynch. I would be fine with just putting all my money into my own projects, funding myself and stuff like that. I would love to bring a cow onto the corner of a road in Los Angeles to advertise because I didn't have money for a commercial. That's really the direction I want to go. I don't want to be a Spielberg or something like that when it comes to film. I don't want to be a Ralph Lauren when it comes to clothes, even though they're highly influential people to me and the community. I want my stuff to be a little more niche, and I want to just be able to make a living off making the art I want to make rather than the art I would have to make. But instead of trying to become all philosophical like I just was, I watched Lost Highway earlier. That is my fourth David Lynch film in its entirety. I've started Inland Empire and Mulholland Drive, but I put both to the side. One, Inland Empire, is because I started it too late and I was too tired to watch it. And Mulholland Drive, my friend Stan and I, we're watching all the Lynch movies, so I started it and I'm now waiting for him to finish it. I've seen Eraserhead, Wild at Heart, Blue Velvet, and Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. Those are probably my favorite in order. Even though Eraserhead is the most influential to me, I would say. But out of the five that I've seen, it goes 4, 3, 2, 1 as I just named them. Wild at Heart was the first one I watched, I believe. But that movie, the most Nick Cage movie ever. I adore it. Fire Walk with Me, it's on my top 4 on my Letterboxd right now. It's a beautiful movie. Probably rewatched it 5 times since. But when I say rewatched it, 4 of those times were probably as background noise while I'm sewing away, because I would rather listen to or have that on than be listening to music sometimes. But yeah, today we watched Lost Highway, and while there were very good moments throughout the first 2 hours, it lost me at a lot of times. It was in and out of being really boring, and at the beginning I never understood what was really going on. Seeing Gary Busey was hilarious. Love Gary Busey. Richard Pryor, I know that was his last, one of, if not his last role, which was cool to see him in it. He had a fun role in Jack Nance's last role. The movie came out right after he died, which was really sad. Jack Nance, I love Jack Nance. But for the movie, the last 30 minutes were really, really, really fucking good. I love seeing Feech, Lamanna, or Lois's dad from Malcolm in the Middle in that movie. But it was kind of weird not to like hear him or to hear him talk in his normal voice without it being like the raspy scream that he does. But there was a lot of sex scenes, a lot of tits, which is cool. Tits rule, obviously. And no guy could deny that. The whole split ends up making sense. See Gary Busey again, that's pretty fucking funny. I like the clip of him when he's like, Halloween! And he's talking about his pumpkin friend. But yeah, that was definitely the weakest Lynch movie I've seen so far. It's very dark. The entire movie, it's the theme isn't so dark, but the color schemes and the atmospheres are very, very dark and ominous atmospheres. But no, maybe I'll have to rewatch it, and it'll be better on my second watch. I want to check out special features on the Criterion. I don't really delve deeper into like deleted scenes or extra footage or stuff like that into movies, and I really should because I do enjoy them. I just never really think of it. But it's also very hard for me to sit down and watch movies just because I'm creating so much. All I ever really want to do is just create stuff. So I'm trying to set a day or two a week aside so I can actually watch a movie and digest it and allow it to inspire me. As of recently, when it comes to creating stuff, I've decided that for this month I'm really just going to be working with denim, like my raw denim, and different black fabrics because I really just have been dressing in all black or colors like that. I haven't really found interesting colors anymore. I'm so much more focused on silhouettes and different cuts that I want people to focus on that when it comes to my body and my clothes rather than the colors that I'm wearing. And I still like to throw in pops of color and stuff like that, but it's definitely becoming a lot less. But I'm really working with black fabrics. Like I want to use different textures and other fabrics like wools and corduroys and other stuff in black, just so I can really teach myself how to dress in black, how to layer in black, how to look elegant, because black is very elegant when it comes to styling, I believe. And not everybody can pull off all black fits, but I want to teach myself how to and really just acquire that skill and that uniformish style of dark colors and not standing out so much because I don't know. Making clothes, I've really found what I enjoy to wear. I really enjoy bagginess for the bottoms. I like tightness on top. I like looks where it comes together at the waist. I really like accents on the waist and stuff like that. Distressings, belts, and I've been trying to incorporate more of that. But I also really like crop looks on top, and I haven't really mastered that when it comes to clothes, but I will. I'm getting close. Eventually, I shall get there. I came up with a more sleeker version of the workman pants, which I really enjoy. I cut them in denim, and the denim that I normally get from the website that I use has been sold out of the heavier ones, and I just settle for a 12 ounce Japanese denim, and I typically like a 14 to 15. So that sucks. I don't know how I feel about the feeling yet. I'm hoping that once I iron it, it'll stiffen and be a little more what I like. It's just, I don't know. But I use Fashion Fabrics Club for my denim. And it says that it's Japanese, and it says that it's Japanese and comes from Japan. I don't really know. I choose to believe it for now, but I might need to find a different place to get it from, because I'm super picky when it comes to my material and how I think it should feel and how thick I think it should feel. But yeah, that's how I've been designing. My painting method, I've changed up a little bit. It's definitely a little more erotic, a lot more strokes, and just a lot more stuff thrown on to canvases and whatnot. Seeing David Lynch paintings really inspired me to start doing anything. And there's a clip of the Steven Spielberg movie of his life that he directed, where David Lynch plays his mentor. I can't think of his name. I think Henry's in it or something. Like, Henry's in his name. But when he's talking about the horizon line, he's like, look at that painting. What do you see? Horses? No, the horizon. When the horizon line is at the bottom, it's interesting. When the horizon's at the top, it's interesting. When the horizon line's in the middle, boring as shit, or whatever he says. And took that one to heart, and I've changed that up because things need to be more interesting. And I've been trying to find a way to incorporate that into clothes as well. But yeah, that's how my paintings have been. I also saw some of his painting. I watched The Art Life, and God, I love it. I love everything that man did. I go through definite periods of influence of directors for my clothes and for my films as well. It started off with Stanley Kubrick, moved over in the older Harmony Korine. Eventually I want to switch it back into like newer Harmony Korine, like Mr. Lonely era. But it's harder for me to find influences from that era, because the early era is what I'm really into, like the grime, the dirtiness, stuff like that. But recently I've been on a big David Lynch influence, and yeah, that's made me really open my eyes and change up my paintings and whatnot. I'm trying to think what else. And just, he also made me get into meditation, transcendental meditation, just because he was so keen on it. Made me want to see what it was all about, and I've been doing it at least 1 time a day, trying to do it for 2 times a day like they recommend. Not too good at it. I don't really know what it means to be good at meditation, but I don't do it for long enough. But yeah, he's been a very big influence to me recently. Sorry, I usually record these after everyone goes to sleep, because people are very disrespectful and loud, and they don't care if I'm doing things. They just do whatever. But that was about my dog, how he's always in and out of people's rooms. But when he's in my room, he's in here all night. He likes me. His name is Murphy. He's a Beagle Hound mix. And he's the cutest dog ever. In my opinion, he's the greatest dog ever. He's so handsome and so Murphy. He's really my best friend. He's about 5 years old. He was a COVID dog. We got him back then. And everyone told us that it was going to take about 5 years for him to be truly an obedient, good dog. And I think it's really starting to come true. He's really such a good puppers. But yeah, he's getting old. The sad part is if I move to New York City, I'm gonna stay there probably until I'm able to step away from all this stuff and live out my life in Colorado. So he's just gonna die. I won't be here, but that's okay. You probably just heard him jump down. He's a big feller. But yeah, I think that's gonna be all. I need to get better at doing these for longer periods of time, but it's cool. See y'all next week. I'll be back. Thanks.